Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. It's a special bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter, Admiral. With that said, let's get started with the final frontier. It's Monday the 1st of July 1782. A distress call from General Augustine Provost, commander of our base in Savannah, has found you while patrolling the coast of Georgia. Rebel army and militia forces are on their way to attack Savannah. Provost's main force has joined an invading British army currently involved in engagements near the border of South and North Carolina. He's begging you to sail to Savannah to assist with the defense of the city. The general seems to have been caught unprepared, and the fall of the city to the rebels seems almost certain. You have no choice but to set course for Savannah. So we're going to have some very serious land combat engagements here. So... We have to deploy them like this. Thank God you've arrived on time, Captain. Our scouts reported rebel movements to the southeast. Their attack is expected any time now. We've mobilized all loyal militia we could, but there are only a couple of small regular regiments. We also have some pieces of artillery, a good supply stock, and some draft wooden fences around the city. General Provost has given you command of the outer defenses. Hurry and disembark your men and hold the line. Sure, we'll try. Okay. First things first. Let's move both of you very close to each other so you can join together. Just like you. I mean, it might seem like a good idea to have artillery there, but I don't actually think it is, but we'll see. Let's deploy all of our men. It's a bit unfortunate that these are at the rear. There's probably a way to choose that, but you would have to kind of know in advance. Okay, now that those have all been deployed, I'd rather need to start with that again. Or I just need to pause again, basically. Yeah. Because this deployment takes so long and is so micromanagey, you get a severe penalty for being slow if you decide to keep playing under those circumstances, which is no good. Actually, already even, for example, missed out on those. There's no way that can be good. So once these guys are landing, I should again somewhat pause. Either way, they should join. They should join. They should join together. Now, they should join together, and you should get up on that. On the double quick. Let's move you into the city. Land, land, land. Okay, the mortar team has already landed. Good. Let's set you over there. The grenadiers have also landed. No. Let's also set them on the double quick. And I'm only gonna pause at the start of these battles, so we can organize these things for a little bit. Before the enemy's main invasion force is here. Since that's what we need. And once these guys arrive, I need them to move up there as fast as possible. Let's pause again. Let's have you take up that position. And I want this division to go up in here for now. So rather have to divide that for a little bit. Let's actually have you and you go there so they can join up. You're gonna move up in here as reinforcements. You move there on the double quick. So they're moving. Excellent. Now that they are also ready, let's get them moving. And let's have you move into the city. Alright, that's looking pretty reasonable now that we've gotten this covered. Here, now I want to bring the artillery back because they're no longer useful there. Okay, you're gonna march. Actually, I need the both of you to join. You're gonna move up because they are smaller. Okay, I have no troops in the center yet. That's dangerous. I'm trying to get there though. Let's actually put you in there and get the mortars right in the center. It'll probably do me well. Let's get you moving. You in here. Let's get you guys working on those flanks. Okay. Let's go and attack them at least from this side too, so they don't get hit from all sides. They should have trouble because they're attacked from the rear right now. I don't think they would like it. Oh, really? They already routed? That's fast. Well, I guess they got attacked in the rear here. Can you just move quickly? Try to take up those positions while you can. And currently I'll have you as a reserve over there. They have some cover at least. Okay, good. Mortars now in the center. Let's go a little bit forward there. And with 2 artilleries out there. Let's actually have you going there because you're a little bit closer to that. Let's see how that goes. Okay, you're already routed. That's fast. I'm actually gonna send you in there. And you in here. I don't know what happened there. That's kind of weird. I actually think... aren't you gonna go over here? Kinda. Let's take that position now. I actually don't want them to storm. And you guys can, I guess, pretty handily deal with them. So I guess you just quickly take this. They routed. And like I said, I want you to take that defensive position. If they're gonna attack these guys now, I think with 308 they might be more inclined to hold it. The great thing about these mortars is that you're just gonna basically about wail on anything. Oh really? Huh. I still actually have them as a reserve here. That's neat. Yeah, that's an artillery. Huh. Seems like these fortifications get destroyed over time. Huh. Okay, well... like I said, let's hold you as a reserve. So things don't get too crazy. Their artillery is wailing on those grenadiers. Highly unfortunate, but... okay, currently things are going reasonably well. This is a tad dangerous. Let's actually switch up the artillery. This is okay. You're in good cover. These guys are on 0 cover, so I might just as well put them in a hold position. Which is better than what they had anyway at that point. The center is still a bit of a contention. But I think, at least with the mortar fire, these guys are not gonna rout immediately or anything. But... should still be reasonable. Okay, so far so good. Rebels to the left. Well, then we must send some additional reinforcements. Right? Yeah. That does seem to be a good way to go about it. And I'll focus my artillery on them. If they're gonna have less of an attack from this side, I will have to switch. And I already have the other artillery in that location as well. Please don't fire while they're there. Alright, thanks. Okay, this is going well. Let's move you forward a bit so you can attack the Marines. And hold. Okay. You guys do have the cannon fire. Let's focus on the rear, because then they might actually hit the Marines on this side too. Perfect. Perfect. Let's hold in case they charge. We have reasonable numbers in the back. Lest anything would happen. Like I said, if they charge, I have additional forces. So I'm not overly concerned at that. I'll leave the mortars to deal with the center. You need supplies. Ah, they still routed. Well, let's get the Fusiliers to deal with it. And you too. So let's run there. But hold. Alright, they should be able to hold that. There's a lot of guys there. I probably need to move the mortars then over to this. Let's move them over to that location. You need to move a little bit forward as well. If they're gonna be so aggressive, I really need more artillery. And I need to move up. So as for the mortars, no. You guys should be going there. Here, so you can help with that. Unless you can already attack from that spot. That would be fine, because then I don't need to move them anymore. Okay, that was weird. Anyway. No, that's just simply no good. Also rebel marines, eh? Let's just do that real quick. I did already say you guys have that. I know mortars are now moving relatively slow. Let's see if they can launch the attack from this. They can. Okay, good, because that's also what I need. Let's attack those marines. You back in here. And you in here. If they're... okay, that's fine. With the mortars here, that's looking good. They are holding. So I guess currently we're still okay. I'm surprised that they are charging. They're not. Okay, let's move you in there. try to do it a bit quickly. I can't let them get to the artillery. That would be a disaster. They might rout them too. I can actually see them do it. Charge in there. That's probably the best approach. You got this. Just keep wailing on them. And hold that position. So you guys can go back in here. These guys are doing pretty poorly. Let's move up and have this division. They're not letting up yet. Let's go. You actually don't need to attack these guys. Okay, we're still good, still good. They're still holding. A few back. They secured east, huh? Wow. I'm seriously surprised that they were able to do that. Let's hold. Let's start going after these. Hold, hold, hold. Get you in there as reinforcements. These guys are not doing very well, obviously, at this point, but I do have this division in rear. And with the mortars, I actually do think that despite that, we'll have a pretty reasonable solo attack. What are you doing, man? Just go and attack. It doesn't really matter that they took that position. Or that. Really? Let's get you out and move you over here quickly. As reinforcements, since we seem to indeed just barely hold on. No, 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 hold. Can you stop? Oof. If there's anything that I did not want them to do, it's rush in there. Ah, that's a load of bollocks. Come on. Why would they rout? No, you're gonna get engaged. Okay. That's fine. We're doing okay on that side for the moment. Or let's... Okay, you guys are super annoying. Let's rack them up. What else do we have here? You guys need to move back up. Just like you. Come on. Can you please do as I asked? Okay. Now, you need to go after them. Let's move you back in there. More rebels coming in. Okay. Let's just take this position then. Mortars rather need to move. How can 19 Marines deal with a 125 division in physical combat and still win? That's just absurd. Okay, this region now I feel is quite secure. Or at least secure enough. This is still gonna be tricky, but where are you going? Okay, they're attacking that artillery, but we're okay there. This is okay. We can deal with it. This is their last major unit in that region. If we can get rid of that, we'll be okay. Oof, those Marines shattered. Lucky. Finally as well. Took them long enough. I'm holding them at bay with the mortars on that side, so that is good. They're looking to push over there. That's not gonna work. Sweet. Okay. Wow. Okay, it's very important that these guys get routed now. Seems like they're going in for a major push on this side. Had they just held, I would have felt pretty confident, but with them going in for such a serious blow. On this side now, things are still gonna get tricky. No, you need to just hold normally. Let's also focus the mortars on this direction. Unfortunately, I cannot send any troops away from any of those. Look, it's just dumb. Because pretty much they're about to overrun this entire position. Is there anything I can spare? There is not. It's not as if they really have the upper hand in terms of numbers either. In fact, that's a very smart move by the AI, not gonna lie. That they're charging in there with those 33 Marines is pretty much a guarantee almost for my division to rout afterwards, although they quickly got rid of them. It is a very severe push there, no doubt. They had here too, but we held on. And here as well. Good. Okay, 1 minute left. Charging in there is probably not best. Finish. Okay. Oof. We lost 1,000 men. At least. They had again double. Yeah, alright. Well, at least we secured a victory there. Nice. We held the city against the rebel attack so that we can leave the city afterwards. That's probably the way it's gotta be. So that's okay. Final frontier. Our defensive lines in Savannah were able to hold long enough to... See, here we go. To evacuate most of our men and guns, but we were forced to leave behind huge stores of rum, food, ammunition, and the bodies of our dead. The poor Admiral has fallen ill with a disease of the heart. At his age, he might not recover. The remains of our squadron and expeditionary forces are on the way to Jamaica. Our war here is over. That's pretty sad. And we get the Royal White Cross. The Royal White Cross is a military decoration awarded to commissioned officers with the rank of captain or below who have exhibited extreme courage and military proficiency in the face of the enemy while serving His Majesty's armed forces during time of war. Yeah, so let's go to the next stage then. With some text. War in the colonies. The Royal Navy left Savannah. Terrible news from the colonies. It's being reported that after an unsuccessful attempt to move inland, our troops in Savannah were cut off by the rebels and the vile French, who had transferred a significant number of troops to the area. It's not worth asking when these ill-bred frogs will learn how to stay out of a disagreement between gentlemen, but how was our Admiralty not aware of this situation? Why are our forces once again in retreat? According to reports, most of the surviving troops owed their salvation to the skillful command of Horatio Nelson. Our correspondent in Jamaica hopes to soon meet with our hero and interview him. That was it. Okay. Am I gonna lose more money after this? Alright, let's end the chapter. Bleeding Europe. So it's a year later. After Cornwallis' surrender at Yorktown, it's just not worth the cost to send another army to subdue the American colonies. With the French monarchy overthrown, the mob pretending to rule, and aristocrats being executed, we must turn our attention to the continent. England is the only nation that can ensure that law and order will return to Europe. We must support the French royalists in their fight against the new French Republic, as we once fought with rebels in America. If we do not stop its spread now, then the poison of revolution will destroy all it touches. Sure. Oh. As thanks for your commendable service in the colonies, I will do my best to assist you in preparing for your new assignment in the Mediterranean. I can either secure you a shipment of high-quality muskets, or write a recommendation to the Admiralty to help improve your reputation. I would like to improve my reputation. Sweet. I got a lot. And we have plus 30% ship repair costs here. So we're indeed in the Mediterranean around here. Huh. This is it's pretty big. Yep. So we have quite a few texts here. The execution of Marie Antoinette. After a short trial by a revolutionary tribunal, Marie Antoinette was convicted of high treason and sentenced to death. On October 16th, 1793, the Queen of France was executed by guillotine. Like a common criminal, our shipyards are now working around the clock to bring our fleet back in fighting trim to prevent this madness from spreading. Plus 30% ship repair costs. September the 14th, 1743. 1793, London. The promising young naval commander Horatio Nelson will be taking on a major role in the upcoming Mediterranean campaign. As the lone bright spot in the war against the American colonies, he will surely turn the tide of the war in our favor. Lost Souls is a mission that we can do here. There is Report. Your choice is delivered, okay. And the Siege of Toulon. Okay, yeah. Well, the Siege of Toulon. Support the defenders while the evacuation proceeds. So we have another land battle coming up. That's going to be the most critical here. Let's take a look, because we have 4 career points at the moment. We're no longer lieutenant, but we're commodore now. So that should work in our favor as well. I don't actually need better purchase prices, nor do I need a better success chance, although it does mean I can send lower level ships. Let's see here though. I suppose that the shipbuilding, installing upgrades are pretty expensive, but let's see though. Hiring is cheaper, that's not really that important. These are all just roundabout things that will improve my overall situation. It's pretty much about even for me, I feel like, when to do each of these. I think these 3 are going to be the most important, and thus I have installed those first. Because we have the prerequisite amount of reputation, let's get the hippopotamus, or hippopotame, to the fleet. And then we only have the Bourbon left that we need to get out there. Let's at least install a skeleton crew. So it can start up. The same actually applies for the Concurrent, where I actually need to assign some officers. Let's actually take a look, because if I'm missing some here... No? Okay. You're at 41. It's a lot better. 31 seems to be best here. Bam. 59 is the best for you. Upgrade. And then Le Concurrent. We took care of that. Sweet. Next up will be crew for the hippopotame. 65. 30 seems to be the best so far, which is not great. But at least it's free. 33, 34 doesn't really matter that much. This is free, so let's work with that. 22, that's terrible. Right, they'll have to learn. How to fire. All right, the floor is a fifth rate. Sure. All right, I will have to upgrade these back to or to nourish those guys back to full strength, since we'll have another land engagement at the ready here. I guess I'll have you there. And let's see, because this is melee. Plus and firearms, plus this makes it longer for them to shoot. Yeah, but I'll deal with those things in the next episode. For now, I'll wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like. Please do leave a like, comment, or subscribe. What I actually want to do, though, is I want to get most of the crew from, or I want to get Nelson. Away. And actually, let's dismiss all of these before I leave. Because I have 2 guys which have 100. And I want to use that for boarding at least. And gunnery. So now I'll be using the Hector. And I'll go for a streamlined hull. So I said I wasn't going to do this, and then I actually still did this. Okay. Let's assign all these. And here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Upgrade. Yeah. So I know that also putting the streamlined hull on them makes them a bit more vulnerable, but now I can at least get the maximum crew as well, which is better for boarding in the long haul. So that's good. The Hector should be my flagship now. So this is the biggest ship. I should always have the biggest ship as the commander. Come on. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.